And the band that you're going to be playing with here at the J&M is Cryptamnesia, who's also here.
What's up,
Good
everybody?
to see you guys.
Hello.
Hey, Monster Rock.
Nice. See, just by the name alone, I'm like, the Rev is going to have the biggest stiffy for you guys.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Rev is, I mean, of all the people in our station, it's the biggest horror movie, horror, lifestyle type
that's
of
it,
dude.
dude. We're
Just the name alone, I feel like instantly let you know kind of like the vibe of what you guys are going for.
Cryptamnesia is a real word, too. It means having memories of your past life and in between and stuff. So it's just really cryptic and awesome.
Jesus.
And we love it, man.
Oh, yeah. Deep the dark.
And we were very influenced by, like, Rob Zombie and a little bit of Korn and a little bit of everything like that. But, like, Dope. We like Dope and Murder Dolls.
Man, I remember seeing Dope at the Phoenix Underground back when it was still around, and that was a hell of a show. Them and Mushroom Head, man. That was insane.
Yeah, I watched them open up for Black Label Society at the Sodo a while back. And even though I was like really hard on for Black Label, it was the first time I saw Dope, and they had those bass drops with their hard rock, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
The tick stick is hard. So
a lot of hard stick talk.
There is a lot of I mean, you guys, it's like as if you guys know our podcast.
I had to say something.
Yeah. No, it's like you guys know our show.
Just a bunch of dudes having a good time.
I think every episode we talk about our dongs, so it just seems about right that we would be doing it here.
Is there really anything else to talk about?
It's the one thing we could all see eye to eye on, right?
Wait.
What happened here?
No, I don't want to see
Conversation got weird real fast.
wrong eye.
It's cool. Whatever.
Mayday.
He was like, I shared a bed with that guy in Vancouver. I should stop listening to this.
Nothing weird about 10 guys in a room talking about their dongs. Don't worry.
Been doing it since grade school, man.
He told me he just goes to sleep with his drumsticks. Now I don't have to worry. What the hell is that all about?
How come you only have one drumstick left?
Well, right? It's an awkward story.
It's my lucky drumstick, Levi. So what's the backstory with you guys besides the name?
Dude, so all of us kind of come from other bands. Like Akon and I were in projects like 12 years ago, or for 12 years, excuse me. And I broke up with a band I was with for a while. They're just kind of burning bridges a lot, and I was like, I gotta leave this. And
I know that.
Yeah, so I started hit all these guys up. We started together. Our rhythm guitar player would come up once a month from Wenatchee. He'd drive like 3 to 4 hours every month to come up and do stuff. And I really like KMFDM a lot, and learning from those guys. They did all that stuff where they were all data, and they would just like mix stuff and send it to each other, and they were from different places, so we kind of did that, took some of that inspiration until we can all get together.
It's funny because a couple of them used to live in Seattle. I think they've all kind of moved on beyond that. But
yeah, so Jules is doing a thing right now called Detonator, which I'm hoping one day we can open up for, because I really like Jules. A while back, I got a chance to play with Andy and Jules. They were doing a project called Spittin' Cobras.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to play with them. And
is Detonator with the umlauts? Yeah. I like those guys. I heard them.
Yeah, KMFDM was always the top 3 for mine, actually. So when I got to hang out with them, and they drink and they get super like, hey,
you're like, I don't understand you.
It's great. I'll sign your napkin, sure. And they just they're just really cool. But anyways, so we have a lot of like industrial inspiration. We don't sound super industrial. There's just a lot of cool techie stuff we like to throw into our stuff like that, and we just really dedicated to get things going. And we've only been a band for over a year and a half as Cryptamnesia, and we've opened up for Powerman 5000 and Bullet Boys, which I think I talked to you about.
Yeah,
because you played with Bullet Boys too, right?
No, we played with a bunch of bands. I don't know how the Bullet Boys thing got brought up.
Maybe it was LA Guns, because you're talking about LA Guns,
I think it might have been LA Guns talk.
I was really excited to talk about it. And Yuli Roth too.
And Lita Ford. So cool. Lita Ford's she's a sweetheart.
What?
Yeah, we played with Lita Ford. You know what?
That's awesome.
I always thought she was going to be really tall and mean, but she's like tiny and sweet.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like a lot of the hard rock bands, whichever format you come from, especially with like the horror stuff as well, super cool, super chill, and just want to go and have fun.
Oh, and they probably get all that dark stuff out in their art.
Well, coming out with Lita Ford coming out, especially in the 80s or late 70s as a female guitar player at a time when people weren't really accepting that females can do anything really at all.
Yeah.
And so she came out strong, and that's what she had to do. But in reality, she's a sweetheart.
Totally.
And,
Yeah, and
we also recently did Crypticon.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys were at Crypticon?
Yeah, dude.
I was there on
Crypticon.
Sunday. I was just like, I felt terrible because I could only be there on Sunday and just check it out. But that is one of the best horror conventions
had a
out there.
party.
we
So.
thanks to Dawn from Murder Weapons. It was a really cool band. She got us on that, and
Nice.
dude, Dee Wallace was there. She was there. Some people
Yeah.
from X Files. We were just nerding out big time.
They had the guy that played Leland on Twin Peaks.
Oh, yeah.
It was really cool.
Roy Wise.
Yeah. So so we're really into making our own music videos because I own a cinematography business.
Oh,
so
nice.
we
You
put
gotta
out,
help us out with that.
Yeah.
I would be honored, buddy. I got you, man.
We're really into taking selfies. It's
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. But man, you make it look
Dude, that's a bad guy
good,
too.
dude.
I'm like, hi, I want to talk to you later. I could use a music video. We could commission you guys.
I
That'd be
got you,
awesome.
man. And that's was the follow for
so
Rob
funny.
I
Zombie.
couldn't even
It's like-
update our Instagram story. I couldn't even figure that out.
we were trying to figure- It's like we were just
I
like
deleted our profile picture on accident.
him and I were like we were just like Russian scientists over there trying to figure it out.
It's pretty
What's going on here? But Rob Zombie did that. You know, he made his own videos, and
Yeah.
I was like, I want to take that into inspiration. So I went to college and we busted out 5 music videos in a year. So what we have now is we do 2 EPs every year, and we're gonna make a music video for every single one because
Damn.
we understand it's kind of like that online, you know, and it kind of sucks. But I mean,
Day and age we live in, man.
yeah,
Yeah, social media is so damn
Overstimulated.
important.
and there, yeah,
Oh, it is.
and there's a lot of
Stimulated
bands
youth.
that I've met that haven't grasped that yet, and they don't want to, so they don't really like get the benefits of doing it, and it sucks. But if that's what it takes, and you love your music,
But if you can figure out a way and that it's not, it's just cheesy. It's like you figure out a way to make it artistic, even though it is social media. But if you can find a way to make
Yeah.
it work with the art that you're doing, then you do have a leg up on a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because that's where everybody is looking for different ways to enjoy their music or whatever it may be. And social media is a huge part of that.
yeah,
Going
so
back
we,
to what you were saying
feedback's been
earlier,
great, too, so.
when you were talking about finding the right group of guys that
Yeah.
just want to have fun and do it, and we stay really busy trying to write and record, 2 EPs a year, and then a bunch of music videos while playing shows, and even though we stay so busy, all the guys are down for anything, anytime.
yeah, the first music video we did, I told these guys we were going to go on like a 1/4-mile hike with a generator and like 200 pounds of flour, and we did it, and it sucked. It was so bad.
Wait. 200 pounds
What
of
is the flour for?
Flour. Well, so
Are
we
you antiquing yourself?
yeah.
Fake,
We watched
fake drugs.
yeah.
I know. I
Tons of it,
understand.
yeah.
We're getting
So-
the beavers high.
I don't know why you would need 200 pounds of it. Jeez, Scarface.
We were trying to make a statement, okay?
Scarface.
No, the song was called Poltergeist, and even though we didn't have a lot of the special effects at the time, we wanted to just literally cover ourselves head to toe in flour,
Yeah.
and do super slow-mo shots. So we're like headbanging, and this flour is just flying off, and it's so cool.
Where
That
can
is
people
really
find
cool.
Where can people find your videos?
YouTube, they're everywhere.
okay,
But we got our website and
Yep.
all that stuff.
I'm still finding flour in my drum kit we used.
Thought you were about to say something else.
I think you were.
I can't
still
get it
find,
out of
like,
me.
Flour in my car. I drive like a convertible PT Cruiser, and I see like flour. I'm like,
Everywhere.
It's just coming out of the exhaust pipe. Like in a cartoon.
Right, I was like,
know how to party.
I was in a noisy pop band way back in
Nice.
the late
Power pop.
'90s, and yeah. So,
love
but like
power
my
pop.
thing as a drummer, I thought it'd be really cool to have I would take little bottle caps and fill them with glitter, double stick tape it to the cymbals. So at some point
That's
during the
amazing.
show,
Yeah.
you hit it, and dude.
That's like something Slade would have done.
It looked awesome because it was like just this. It just exploded of glitter. The
Oh my
problem
God,
is,
we're gonna steal that idea.
please do. But warn your,
Maddie's gonna hate it.
warn your drummer that he's gonna see glitter.
I'm not gonna warn him. He's not gonna know. He'll never let that fly. I'm just gonna put glitter on there, and then as soon as he starts playing, he's gonna be like, "What the?
What is
What's
this?
going on here?"
It doesn't leave your body. It doesn't leave your car. It doesn't my drum bags because they're still the same ones. I have different kit, but there's still
Glitter
remnants of that
doesn't.
glitter. It never leaves.
Oh,
I had to
venues-
clean up a
venues will
venue
love you.
afterwards.
Oh, no.
A long time ago, it was like right when I entered like the industry or whatnot.
Yeah.
My job was just to clean up after bands got done, and there was like a glitter party. It wasn't even a
Oh
band.
God.
I'm telling you right now,
Craft herpes,
it's
man.
impossible to clean glitter.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't matter what you do.
Dude, it's like that even with wrestling. Some wrestlers, they'll have like a certain entrance and they'll like blow off those like glitter cannons or those confetti cannons. And all of us that are like, no, that we have to still clean this gym up because it's a gym during the day and then it's a wrestling venue on Friday night.
And then they're like, I know that. Ha ha ha.
yeah, we're like, you dicks.
It must suck with like the streamer club people where they throw the streamers like a la Japan.
Oh, the Washington Hall had to shut it down because some of those streamers had dyes in them, and it was dyeing the hardwood floors of this historic venue. Like,
Is that what the Fly Kid do?
Yeah.
Don't even say the word streamer. Swear to
Yeah,
God.
well, it's like Washington Hall. Like they just renovated that old building. I mean, Jimi Hendrix played there, like old school venue. Like, and they spent like $12 million to renovate this building, and then all of a sudden, this pink streamer bled into the hardwood floor.
Oh, no.
And they're just like, yeah, we got to shut that down, and which understandably so. It's like nobody.
The crowd wants what the crowd wants.
Yeah.
Throw anything on
We want
it.
streamers, confetti.
Pretty soon, people are going to start tar and feathering the audience, and people are going to leave looking like chickens.
It's hard to find. It's like,
They're like, oh my God, you get your chicken wings? I got them. Look at my wings.
at one point, you got to think of other stuff. I told him at one point, do you guys remember Jellyneck?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jellyneck was one of my favorite local bands of all time. I love those guys.
Yeah, Frank and the guys.
Oh, yeah, Frank.
Yeah.
They wore the masks.
So they used to bring out like sex dolls. And I don't know why, but I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And then
We keep ours backstage.
Akon here is like, dude, if you do that, I'm quitting. Like, everyone's done that, and I was like,
Steel Panther's the only one that can get away with that.
Yeah. So it's hard. So what I want to do, what we're trying to figure out right now, is how to, because venues are really, if I brought it up to them, I know they'd say no, but I want to find a way to harness insects. Because of the horror rock stuff, right? Like, I don't know how yet.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not going.
25% of the whole world's afraid of insects. And Cryptamnesia knows that. So we're just trying to think of...
We're in your head, guys.
I don't like it. I don't like this idea.
The show
That's going to
book
be
is
the
like,
moment I quit.
like, what is all these grasshoppers and freaking slugs? What are you doing? No.
We haven't worked out the kinks yet.
I won't even change my porch light right now because I'm afraid there might be a spider near there.
Yeah.
I don't even see one. I won't do it.
Gross, man.
I feel like this might be the last show of Breaker and Cryptamnesia.
Yeah, I don't know about these guys.
And then Levi's
come on, man.
like, the J&M frowns upon maggots. I'm sorry.
And I absolutely hate spiders.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Oh, you know who else uses sex dolls? Speaking of sex dolls, band we played with, they're awesome dudes. Gacy DC. Not even joking.
I've heard of them. They're amazing.
They're
No
amazing.
way.
Yeah.
And they had not just sex dolls, but they had large appendages, blow up appendages.
Nice.
There was a
And
video-
people were just
Nice.
like.
There was like a
stroking
video where
them.
people were like literally like
Doing
like
lots of
sword
stuff.
fighting
Disco
with like these
dolls.
Sword
attachable,
fighting.
like,
Yeah.
saw that.
Yeah,
Blow up,
it's weird.
blow up dong.
It's weird.
That makes me so happy.
Imagine
inside.
coming on, hey, how was the concert? It was great. I got to just stroke this giant phallic thing. It was the best.
What'd you do over the weekend? You know what? I played with a giant blow up dong.
Check out my Instagram story. I've got it all over there.
Current mood
Is that an
thunderstruck.
elbow?
And then I went to a show.
So you guys have an EP called Bump in the Night.
Yes.
It's on Apple Music, Spotify.
Yeah.
Breaker's music is also on Apple Music,
Dude,
Spotify.
yeah,
I know that. Just
yeah.
not the new record
Our
yet.
first record's up. It's called Wrecking Machine. It's 10 songs. It's on Spotify.
Dude, and shout
We
out.
have a video to a bunch of stuff on YouTube.
Okay.
Just type in Breaker Portland. It'll take you to a bunch.
And
of
if anyone knows of cool labels or guys that want to invest in,
Oh,
in
yeah.
your band, that's before we get to the song by Cryptamnesia, please let people know.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, we need a label to put our record out.
Please
Just gonna get straight to the point there.
Yeah.
We have a few prospects, a few promising leads and whatnot. But yeah, we had to turn the deal down from before, so we are off. We're back in the market for that.
And how could they reach you guys? Just through Facebook or?
Facebook. If you want to hear the music, you can go to Spotify or the Facebook or the Bandcamp page, and yeah, check us out.
Search for
Email me.
Breaker, yeah.
And breakerpdx@gmail.com. I answer to that. It's also up on our Spotify and Bandcamp page as well. So
And shout out to you, man. That song was dope.
thank you.
Yeah, man.
I'm looking forward to hearing yours right now.
Heck yeah, man.
All right, so it's the title track, Bump in the Night. Any
Yes.
backstory?
Well, it's not what you think it is.
Okay, that's funny because there's a
It's not
wrestling.
about flour. How about that?
There's a wrestling podcast that's called "Take a Bump" because in wrestling, when you fall, it's taking a bump.
That's
Well, you
great.
got Boney M. You know Boney M. Do you want to bump?
Oh yeah.
That's 77. Do you want to bump? But I mean, come on. Do you want to bump?
Dan Kane ruining a cool word like that or making it more awesome.
His name is Boney M. I mean, come on, man.
What's up, I'm Boney.
That guy is awesome.
Yeah. So even though we got a lot of songs that have a lot of meaning, and we like to use a lot of metaphor with like poltergeist isn't just about a poltergeist. It's about how you can't get rid of a poltergeist. You can't kill me. You can't get rid of me. I'll just keep coming back. Bump in the Night's just about partying.
Nice.
Even though I said it doesn't sound like that's what it is. It's just
You're lying.
so it depends on what your version of partying is. But so
That's
the
a
whole
very
bump in the night.
UK way of thinking. Yeah,
Just- yeah, it's
partying
just
means anything.
Bump it all night, just partying like bunch of ghouly, spooky, crazy bastards. Yeah.
And we did a video for it too. We went all the way down in the Shed Farm, and where was it?
It's Coopville.
Coopville.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
A really
yeah.
nice radio voice. This guy
Thank
here.
you. Oh,
Sounds great.
Hey,
You guys
say,
know how to-
Stop trying to take my job.
Mikey, say
Sorry.
easy listening.
easy listening.
Sorry, Steve.
I almost feel like you should ramp up the song. Introduce the song.
Okay.
In the
Yeah,
best
move
in the-
over, man.
In the best radio voice.
Yeah, so we're Cryptamnesia, and this is our song, Bump in the Night, off the Bump in the Night EP. I'm Mike, drummer. Hi.
Here we go.
Wow, that was good.
There are things that will bump in the night I never speak of. And we are the ones who bump back.
Nice. That's awesome, dude. That was really freaking cool.
Thanks, guys.
Cryptamnesia, and that's that's preview. You want to hear more of them? You go to Spotify. You go to Apple Music. You go to their website.
Yeah, you whippersnapper.
Yeah, that's right. Or you go to the J&M Cafe this Friday night. They're going to be playing with Breaker Breaker.
With Breaker Breaker.
It's going to be a good time. But before we, I want to chat a little bit more about another song from Breaker Breaker. But before we even do that, you gave me a nugget while we were listening to the song. You're like, one time, but we don't have to talk about it. I'm like, no, we're freaking talking about this.
This comes up.
I did not realize that we're in the room with a criminal that broke by our security to try and give a record to Jolene.
Through clothesline to security guard.
Please tell.
When you guys were at
security.
The other building, I drove from Concrete to give Jolene an EP,
deep. Okay.
and I was like, I'm gonna do it,
no
matter what.
This is very Airheads.
So I ran in here, but no hot sauce, no hostages.
Right.
I was just,
no Adam Sandler.
Yeah. And I think they wouldn't talk to me forever after that, probably for a good reason. And I just ran through, got an elevator, and I got up there.
So you just busted past our
security? Yeah, I just ran for it.
No,
well, I mean, it's the old building.
I was about to say, Rev probably would agree. But any given moment, you probably could just walk right by them and they wouldn't even care.
Was there an actual security guard there?
I probably ruined it for myself then, because I was told it was all like, locked down, you got to get in there, you got to have an appointment and stuff.
9 times out of 10, the security person was asleep.
Legitimately.
You probably woke him up by running.
Yeah, right, I really
did. Midday.
I got to do my job now.
Yeah, so I got up there.
It's like, oh man, I was having a good
They
dream.
had that glass door, that glass wall. And security came up there and mobbed me. And later, good 2 months later, I'm right in the men's room and I'm hammered. And then they were asking, I can't remember what they were asking.
You're making
at all.
a lot of good decisions.
Apparently. So I was writing and I was so wasted, I forgot punctuation. So the men's room actually talked about me and my thing on there, how I was trying to talk to them about
Guy doesn't know how to spell.
Yeah, that's what they did. And they were like kids today. I was like, I was drunk though. So
kids today.
Drunk kids today.
Yeah. So they talked about it, and it was just this awesome moment. And a lot of my friends were like, dude, they were picking on you. And I was any promo's good promo.
They said my name.
Right.
Yeah. So that's actually being here today is a huge thing for me because I'm actually allowed in here.
You did it. You did it.
All you needed to know was
success
Levi. Levi, he's got the
Levi, bringing drunk kids up to success levels.
Dude, so one of my favorite stories, and please, Levi, don't bring this guy in. There was a guy that had an idea that he needed to get in, and this is just a few months ago, and he tried to blow by security. They called the cops. He's being arrested. I'm going to get a sandwich, and there's a guy outside in our lobby just being arrested, and as I walk by, he looks up, he goes, Migs, what's up?
I don't know him, I swear.
And one of the cops like, how do you know him? I'm like, I don't. And then thankfully the guy goes, I listen every morning. And I'm like, oh my God, that's our audience.
Scary.
That is our audience. On Friday over at the J&M Cafe playing with Cryptamnesia, which is going to be a great show. Highly recommend people going and check it out. That's going to be awesome. Levi.
Yeah.
You never disappoint, man. You always bring in awesome dudes. It's always a great time having it. And thank you guys for making the trek.
Thank
all the
you
way
guys,
here.
man. This is kind of a dream come true for me.
Yeah.
I grew up listening to this station, and when Levi approached me with it, he's like, would that be something you'd be into? I was like, are you kidding me? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, let's do it. And Maddie and Brian are, the drummer and the bass player, the other two members of Breaker Breaker. They really wanted to be here today, and they apologize for not being able to. And
they just didn't want it as bad as you.
they promised they'll... I guess so.
Kidding. I love you guys.
No, actually, I didn't let them come. I was like, no,
There you go.
me, my interview. No,
moment.
they said that they should be able to make it to the show.
That's all that matters. What's up, Rich?
We're just talking to these guys.
Jump in the mic, Rich.
We're just talking to these guys about Bellingham, since they're all from Bellingham. Is get a hold of these guys. We're thinking about taking a party bus up there, dragging everybody down here, so you get a clean and sober driver and dragging you up. So if you're interested, get a hold of Breaker Breaker or
Yeah, I lived in Bellingham.
We'll see if we can put it together.
So, and they
a
can
long
find
time.
you guys on Facebook, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Or just contact Lyon Pride Music on Facebook, which is always a great way to go. And
Dude.
I've said it a million times. I'll always say it. I swear by it on the air, on the podcast. Lion Pride party buses legitimately are the greatest things in the world.
Don't dab and drive.
They've taken care of us.
Don't dab and drive.
Yep.
Smoke and fly.
Despite many attempts, Rich would not let me drive the bus in Portland, but that's okay.
That's a good call. That's a good thing, everybody.
Bus is going 4 miles an hour.
It's going too fast.
Usually when I pull people over, they pull over onto the shoulder.
You can't pull on anymore, man. Snosberry,
Pull over any farther.
All right, well, we're going to get on out of here and again check them out.